guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously a very happy new year. Yeah, I know I was been gone for a while, and yeah, it's because I was sick in the middle of actually on the new year I was sick, and I was sick for like an entire week, and obviously that was the reason I couldn't film for New Year Eve and whatever else. All my plans got cancelled. I couldn't do anything. I was just at home, just lying on bed and trying to get better. So so I think you can still tell from my voice because my voice is still cutting out. But anyways, so yeah, today's video is actually on my face makeup routine because so many people has been asking me to do a delegated makeup video just for the face makeup, like how much foundation you use, how do you contour, how do you set your powders and everything. So I just decided to do the one which I do on the go, which is like on my daily basis kind of makeup look. Obviously I don't do makeup every single day of my life, but yeah, obviously whenever I do, and I'm trying to do in a rush, so this is what I do. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and obviously all the products mentioned will be on the description box below. Don't forget to check it out. Yeah, obviously that's it for today, and if you guys like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below on what would you like to see next, so your ideas can actually help me to gather more ideas for future videos and stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have a very happy new year and everything is going really good with you all. And yeah, I'll be seeing you on my next video. I think I said it already, but anyways, I'm just so used to say the same words all the time. So anyways, so yeah, I will see you next. Bye bye. Stay tuned, stay pretty, stay blessed, because you're special. Bye. Alright people, so now I'm gonna start with prepping my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer water. I'm just gonna spray that all over my face and let it dry down, and I'm just helping my fingers, you know, just helping it to dry down faster. So now I'm taking the Becca Backlight Filter Primer, and I'm just using one drop and distributing it all over my face and just rubbing it against my skin. And this is totally optional. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer just around my nose area because I have some pore issues. If you don't want to use, you can completely skip this. You don't have to do it. Now I'm taking the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, and the shade is SC6, and I'm just using that darker shade to go over my dark circles and all the dark spots I want to hide. This will be working as a color correction. I'm just using my middle finger actually just to dab the product on the spots I want to color correct. And if you don't want to do so, you can completely skip this, or you can use a concealer, whichever you prefer. Anyways, so I'll be covering all the spots I want to, and now I'm going for the foundation. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect. The shade is 05, and I'm just using one pump, as you can see, and I'm going to distribute this with my fingers all over my face, and I'll be pressing the entire foundation on my face first, and I'll be actually blending that using my phalanges. So this blends really perfect with fingers. If you don't want to use finger, you can go with the kabuki brush, like a synthetic brush if you want, or you can go over with the beauty blender, whichever you prefer. Beauty blender will eat up some of the product though, just for a disclaimer. But I personally like to use my fingers more often. And now I'm going over with the damp beauty blender just to blend out if there is any spot I missed, because I was definitely using the finger. Now I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and I forgot the shade, but I'll put it on the description box. So I'm just putting that as I would highlight with the concealer. I'm just not using a little too much lighter as I would normally do, because this is something I do pretty much on a daily basis, so I definitely don't want to have like a super highlighted face every day. So anyway, so now I'm putting all over, I want to highlight / conceal. So now I'm taking the damp beauty blender, excuse my dirty blender, but anyway, so I'm just putting using the damp beauty blender to blend everything, and I'm actually pressing it against the skin. I'm not sweeping or anything. This is actually dabbing, okay, in case you want to see this. Definitely you can see it on the video, but I'm actually pressing the damp beauty blender on the skin so the excess product can get picked up. and also this helps to blend to perfection. Obviously, that's what beauty blender is for. Anyways, so keep blending till your hand hurts. And now I'll be setting the concealer, and I'm using the MAC sculpting powder. The shade is emphasized. It's a little too bright, but this works perfectly for my under eye, and this is amazing to set the concealer. Your concealer will not crease the entire day. I can promise that, because this makeup was lasting for over 10 hours, I would say, because this was pretty much at 7 a.m. when I did my makeup. Anyway, so I'm just using a Morphe brush, like a dome shaped brush, to distribute the powder all over. I did the concealer and to set the concealer. And as you can see, I'm just pressing the powder on the skin. I'm not sweeping. Next, I'm taking the sculpting powder shade Shadestar by MAC, and I'm using an angled brush, and I'll be using this to sculpt my cheekbones down. I'll be this is the way you can actually find your cheekbones. It's like roll the brush a little bit, and where you see on the cheekbone the brush kind of like sits down, that's the place where you want to actually contour for your cheekbones. Anyway, so I'm using a little darker shade for my jawline, because that will be kind of sculpting the jawline and make it look a little bit more sharp. And I'm using the same brush, and now I'm going with the Shadestar again for the other side, and obviously doing the same thing. And I'm just kind of putting back and forth motions so it gets perfectly blended. And again, I'm using the darker shade for the jawline, and I'm not going underneath my chin though. It's because this will actually make my chin look more shorter, which I didn't want. It totally depends on how you want your face to have a shape like, so just use the way you like. And you can actually go back and forth if you want to have it more darker or you want to have it more blended, whichever you prefer. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup with the RCMA No Color Powder. This is kind of like a baking process though, but I'm not really baking. I'm just trying to clean up the messy contour I did. So this technique actually lets the contour to be really like cleaned up. So I'm just doing one side first, and by the time I'm ending up with the other side, I will just brush down everything else. So it's kind of neat, but still not very sharp. So I'm just doing the same technique on my cheekbones as well, just a purpose of a highlight, but I'm just touching it and brushing it off right away. And whatever was the excess powder, I'm just going over with the highest points where I wanted to highlight. So yeah, this is the brush I was just using all over. Now I'm using the Becca Opal to like do some highlighting business, and I'm using the wing gloss brush for it. This is the airbrush. You can use it for baking, for like pretty much for blush. This is like a multitasking brush. You can use it for everything. And I got it from Beauty Lash in case you wanna know. But obviously I'll be putting the link on the description box in case you wanna check it out. Anyway, so I'm just using this brush to distribute the product all over where I want to highlight. And now I'm trying to do my nose contour. I just noticed I actually forgot to do so, but anyways, it's never too late. So now I'm taking MAC Shadestar again, and I'm just using this fluffy brush, and this is by Zoeva. I forgot the number. But anyways, as you can see, I'm just kind of blending and drawing two lines on the bridge of my nose, and I'm just blending it at the same time so it doesn't look very harsh. I know in camera it looked a little bit harsh, but it wasn't, I promise. But if you still feel it's a little too harsh for you, you can always tone it down using a beauty blender. For me, it was right. Anyway, so you keep blending as long as your hand hurts and as long as you want to have a perfectly blended nose, so keep doing it. And the nose contour depends on how you want to, like, you know, how you want to structure your face. Now I'm taking the shade MAC Focus, and I'm just using that to highlight the bridge of my nose, and this will be taking my nose up a little bit. So I'll be just using my ring finger to distribute the product on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm taking the blush, which is MAC Melba, and I'm just using the Morphe Beach brush. And the blush technique I use is put two fingers beside your nose and after that, wherever your cheek area starts, that's where you actually apply your brush and blend it upward. So I usually try to put my blush after I do the highlight because it gets blended nicely. And usually I don't use blush on a daily basis though. If I don't want to use it, I wouldn't use it. Anyways, I wanted to have a little bit extra pop, so I'm using Champagne Pop to highlight a little bit more, a little bit, not too much though. Anyway, so now I'll be finishing up the rest of my face, my eye makeup and rest of the face, and there you go. I'm back with the rest of the face done, and now I'm spraying MAC Fix Plus all over my face. And as usually, I'm just taking the Beauty Blender to press everything down so it gets rid of the powdery look I had. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. If you have any questions or anything, don't forget to leave the comment down below, and all the products will be obviously listed down below, to my eyeshadows, my eyelashes, and everything I used. Obviously this will be on the description box. Don't forget to check it out. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay tuned, stay pretty, stay blessed, because you're special.